Emma Heke, documentary maker, filmmaker, but now long feature-length documentary maker. Nice of you to come to mainland to talk to us about the success and completion of your great documentary, Our Green Roadie.
Thank you for inviting me.
Look, it's been such a journey, this whole documentary making process for you this time around. Can you tell us a bit about the fan funding that we last spoke to you about last year? How did that go?
Well, we went through the crowdfunding platform Pledge Me, and I had a target of $9,750, and we actually made that target before the 28 days were up. We had some really generous pledges, and lots of people got behind it, and so that has enabled me to employ an editor and a sound engineer and to do all the post-production and produce these DVDs.
Look, Emma, just having a look at the trailer, you have met some really interesting people out there, and what an education for Connor.
Yes, it was truly phenomenal. I mean, it was a 6-month journey in our little van, like you saw our van. We had a bed built in the back of that and storage underneath, and it was truly magnificent. I mean, we met 70 families that we filmed, 50 made the final cut, and Connor learnt such a lot. Like, it was a great educational experience as well as, it was a great adventure.
Right. Now, it's lucky we don't have smell-o-vision, because some of that looks as though it was quite horrible.
Are you referring to the dog feces there? Yes. Well, yes, it is. But poos are part of everyday life, and the person that we filmed in regards to that was Bill Rux. He actually lives out in Richmond and has a business called Water Alchemy, and he reckons that everybody could be living off the gas produced from all their waste, like going through an anaerobic digester, and he makes these things, and he says that you can heat and light your home and cook all your food for free forever. And I've seen his digesters in action, and he goes all around the world installing these in third world countries, and yes, pretty amazing stuff.
Has this changed your life, do you think?
Yes, indeed. There were many reasons why we did this and did it the way that we did, and one of them was to sort of sort out for ourselves what we wanted to incorporate in our lives in the way of being green, and massive changes. Yes, we're heading. We know what we'd like to do now, and there's lots of ideas we'd like to incorporate, and it's really exciting, and it's a journey, not a destination. It's actually changing your mind, and once you do, there are so many possibilities, and it's exciting. It's a really cool way to live.
Now, this DVD, it's finished its post-production. It's in the process of being made and sold. Where can people get to see the full-length feature of this? Well,
on DVD, you can actually, if you are part of the internet world and you're on Facebook, we have an Our Green Roadie Facebook page, and I've set up a shop there. So that's a nice, simple way to purchase it. You can give me a ring if you'd like to, or send me a letter, and I will post a DVD to you. But also, I've just been overwhelmed in the last week with loads of phone calls and emails from people all over New Zealand saying, hey, can we organise a public screening in our town? So as we speak, I'm organising with somebody here for a Nelson viewing at the Free House. So that will be happening sometime in May. Also over in Takaka at the Village, and in Ashburton, and up in Grey Lynn, and over in Greymouth. Yeah, it's happening everywhere. So there will be screenings in every little town, I hope, and that was one of the things that I really wanted to happen. So it's really exciting.
When you had your final cut and you put it all together, have you had a friendly screening of it to get feedback from people?
Yes, I have. Limited though. People think it's amazing. Yeah.
Highly entertaining?
Yes, there's some really funny parts. There's lots of wisdom in it. Like, it's a film that's very much from the heart, and the way that I filmed, like, because it was just me and Connor, who was 7 at the time. He took the photographs, I did the filming. We only did one take ever. So it was real people sort of pausing in their busy lives. They would share their stories, sort of what motivated and inspired them to go down the track that they did. And yeah, it's I don't know, it's a film that's from the heart, and it's really, yeah, it's very real. There'll be something in there, I think everybody will find somebody that they can relate to and who can really kind of inspire them and maybe be a catalyst for change.
Yeah. Do you think this has gotten to the heart of what true Kiwis want to be doing in their lives?
I think so. I mean, if we all made the choice to live like in these kind of ways, we would be much happier people, and it very much is at the soul and the heart of being Kiwi, I reckon. And it's, you know, it's our number 8 mentality, it's our ingenuity, like all of that is displayed through these people, and a lot of myths about being green are dispelled. I spend a lot of time finding really ordinary people who live and work in green ways, and that was kind of so that, you know, people like my dad thinks, oh, it's hippies and lefties that are sort of green thinking, and it so isn't. It's ordinary people, and I really wanted to get that message across and showcase all the diversity, you know, of things that people are doing.
So Emma, now that this project is more or less nearly over, now it's just the marketing and sales, and I know you were going to do a premiere launch at the Real Earth Film Festival. That fell through, I believe.
It did. They dealt kind of rather unprofessionally with me. That's really all I should probably say about that. But yeah, that's not happening, and it's been really interesting. I was really disappointed, but since that's happened, it's like that door closed and about 1 million doors have opened, and it's much more back on track with actually what I originally wanted to do with this film, which isn't sort of to only the people that go to film festivals, because that's a minority. I actually want it out there in amongst real people in all the little towns and the big cities, so that everyone can see it. So yeah, so we're on track.
Would you say you're a person that can turn something negative into an extremely positive situation?
Probably, yes. I don't get swayed by circumstances. I try really hard, and that's kind of a philosophy that I've adopted, because I know that I've been doing what I've been put on earth to do right now. So anything that happens to sway that off course, it can't really, because I know that it's a really good film, and I know that it will make a difference to a lot of people. And so yes, so something negative happens, it can be seen in a different way, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah. Now Connor, he's such a wee gem, isn't he? Taking the photos beside Mum, and yes. Would you say he's probably your biggest inspiration?
Absolutely. Do you know, if it wasn't for him, I never would have even made my first film. I was an art and photography teacher in a high school up north, and I'd still probably be doing that. And it was only when somebody gave me a film, you know, a children's film, when he was really little, and said, this is what people are watching. And, you know, and I was so kind of horrified. That was what sparked me to learn how to make a film and make my first one. And yes, I never would have gone around New Zealand for Our Green Roadie without him. And I look back on it now and I wonder how on earth we did it, you know, in that little van for 6 months. That's a long time with a 7-year-old. He was amazing, and he loved it, and he learnt to use. I gave him my expensive SLR digital camera, and he learnt how to use it really confidently, and he made friends wherever he went, and he can milk a goat and knows how to make tea tree oil, and there's so many things, yes. So it's been great.
Yeah, life skills for him now.
Yes.
Yeah. So where to now? After this is all finished and you've got it nicely marketed and it's selling like hotcakes, because I'm sure it will. This is a brilliant piece of New Zealand that you've managed to capture that has never been done before. What are you going to do then, after that?
Well, I've actually got 2 ideas on the go for some more children's films. I see a really big need to make a film that really inspires children, so that, let's just say, the power goes out and there's no more petrol for cars and the machines kind of stop working. How would you roll a great big log from there to here? How would you cook your food? So kind of looking at old technology like solar powering and using pulleys and physics principles to move things, and actually do a whole lot of science experiments and projects with children that get them thinking outside the square. So it's not just a matter of flicking a switch and there everything is, like actually how things work and how to, so kind of green science.
So as a career educator, you've brought all this into your filmmaking, haven't you, really?
I guess I have. I think because of everything I've done before, I think that's why I'm able to do what I do now. So, you know, like I travelled the world a lot when I was young, and I didn't go to teachers' college till I was 28, so I'd done quite a lot prior to getting into teaching, and then I had that whole education background, and then because I homeschool Connor, everything that we do is part of his education as well. So, for instance, he's very interested in science and how things work, so it seems very natural to bring that and what I know and don't know about it, because it's all a learning experience for me too, bring all of that into the next film to inspire other people.
Emma Heke, it's been a real pleasure to have you here today, and I look forward to hearing more about the next project that you're throwing your life and soul into, and look forward to being able to talk to you again about where next after that.
Thank you very much.